welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. On the visitor's sideline, there is the Giants head coach. His guys were winners a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row in this one. On the other side, the head coach of the Rams. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be let out, Greg, by their quarterback, a first-round pick in the April draft.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Andrew Thomas. Guilty there.
Still first down.
From the set. Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk.
They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a designed run. And this defense, they have run to play. Second straight loss to start the game.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man, that's Slayton. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 18, cut.
He'll drop to throw. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
16 yards.
They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Rams first down.
The 45-yard line.
Okay, break. Get it. Viking 18. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. Three yards with that one. Poona Ford is there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready.
From the 41, here's 2nd down.
Ready. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Right side. Complete to Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
A gain there of 16 yards.
That's good.
First down, L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll be brought down inside the 25. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll go again with Robinson. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Still 2nd down.
Come on. Set.
He'll look to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
It seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's interception. Picked off by Cameron Kinton.
First down pass. Intercepted.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He was looking for Terrence Ferguson, the tight end. And it'll be second down.
Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. Cook.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A throw left side there, not going to find strike.
For number 89.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Deontay Banks right there with a good coverage to knock it away. So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Here's the time. 4. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Giants.
Now, faking the give. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Slayton is the man in motion. Now, a screen set up for Tracy. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Could pick up a 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, New York.
Come on. Hey.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast, and these defensive players have gotten so good.
Look at him go! And he will Get into the end zone. Darius. Slayton. Touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point is up and through. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense will see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Let's go now.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back in Southern California in a moment.
Ready. Practice.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's clear from that 3rd down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on 4th down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket. On the defensive side of the field, now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have the Rams first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw.
Baldwin's pass. Complete to number 17, Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 19-yard line.
On the jump.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Set. Shot alert. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll run, and that is Jarquez Hunter. He's going nowhere. losing yardage
back
on
at
that
the
play.
23-yard line.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Robinson. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal.
Gotta be lying.
And in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, LA. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
Here we go. Check.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
19, Sergeant.
Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard. And it's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but They seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, New York.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the Giants are going to have it first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal, New York.
Slayton is the man in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and goal.
Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up second and goal.
He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Jared first in to drop him on 3rd and goal. And that will send the field goal unit out. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. Officially a 29-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Giants get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Luka Nakua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And the Rams.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Puka. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's taken in by Ty Chandler. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to the air one more time. Gonna look deep, looking for more. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime
Our journey
report.
through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Chargers in the AFC West. And this is Najee Harris. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. The Chargers win their second straight as they get the victory here. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Brandon Ayuk. He's going to bring this one in.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 5.
Come on, come on. Hey.
That's quick RPO to Ferguson. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 32
That is a
yards.
big gainer for the Rams. 32 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Giants' 29-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. And 5.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
So in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league might kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up the challenging fourth down decision. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's made right side. It's Johnson.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. The motion man is Johnson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He finds Johnson across the field. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A 1st-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
Come on.
They'll look to throw again. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Neighbors in motion. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 12-yard line.
Moreau in motion. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point is good. And the Giants make the lead full. It is 17-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Rams offense ready to get back at it. Trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to Moore on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 21. 1st down, L.A.
1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 3. Nakua hauls it in. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll complete it to Adams. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Still first down.
On the ready. Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of sticks. Solid pickup on that first down play. From 31, here is second and 8.
70 Timberwolves.
The catch made by McCool. And he will get into the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after. Catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Yards to go.
Third and 10.
Head. Back up.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Gain of 15.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Ready. 19.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First down, New York.
70 Lions.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now this time he'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 43, here's second and 5.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19, ready, go.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a first down.
I really like this play call here. Plenty of time remaining, so keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Giants.
First down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job in this drive doing just that.
19-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Contacted just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Rams offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2.
Alert! Alert!
Another run here for Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
Great work there by the interior of this offensive line, the center, the 2 guards, really working together to create that hole up the middle. And then it's just the vision of the back. Like there's a fine line between hitting that, so having a little bit of patience to let that play develop.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That one complete to Moore. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Still second down.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Ready.
That's over the middle. He spots the tight end, Ferguson. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's now third down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on
Result
down.
of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down, Giants.
Check, check.
A carry here for Tracy. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 25, here's second and 8.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Giants.
First down, New York.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing now on third and long. And that is incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they pick it up. And it'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Ready, break. Go.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. What a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
To the air one more time. Now they'll set up the screen for Chandler. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll go up now for 2nd down.
34-yard line.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. He's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Get up. 70 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And here we go, 4th and inches.
Let's go now.
They'll run here. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Now they'll use their final timeout here. Really puts them in a tough spot. They're going to kick it now, risk another play. Time will tell.
Viking 18. Dragon 60.
Throwing now from the gun. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now a big spot coming here. This to force overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Here we go. One final play. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed one possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Giants offense about ready to take over once more. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Come on, come on.
They'll run with Tracy. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
The motion man is Johnson. Now a first throw here in overtime. Off-balance throw. It's complete. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Still 2nd down.
Slayton is the man in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
A penalty is declined.
Ready, set.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
19.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Huge catch and run. They finally get him down, but there's a flag. Not sure if this one's going to stand.
Still 3rd down.
Let's go. 60.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Come on. Set. Come. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
First and 10.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. Defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pick.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. 60 by 6. Go.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield.
Holding.
That's the
Offense.
area we usually see holding.
Still second down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards.
Still third down.
Okay.
Task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
70 Timberwolves. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
They'll look to throw. Back into the hands of Mingo. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
Gain of 32 yards.
And how about
That's
that?
good. For a
3rd
Rams
and a
first
mile.
down.
And they convert and
First
pick up
and 10
a
at
first
the
down.
13-yard line.
Ready.
A carry now for Chandler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Bobby Okereke. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the jump.
At the
Here's
12-yard
2nd
line.
and 9.
Let's go.
A run now for Chandler. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Get it. 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Terrence Ferguson. Touchdown, Rams. So So it's a win here for the Rams. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.